I've been a little bit quiet on YouTube. That doesn't mean I haven't been busy. I've been busy on this old guy's shed. This little video is just a little update. We'll go inside the shed. I'll show you a little something that was a problem, how I overcame it, not necessarily the right way to overcome it, but it worked, and how Lady Luck shined a light on me for once in my life. Let's go in the shed. The wooden chest that contains shit. Oh well, never mind. Let's make our way through. And we've tidied up a hell of a lot. We've built a bench at this end. The apex all the way across was open to the sky. Studied it out. I'll tell you what, we'll go on to the other side of the garage. So we come round and we've got the other side. Hey, whoa! Bees again. Have a look. Right, so I studied it out, both sides. I've still got to fill that bit in, but I want somewhere for the bees to come in and out at the moment. I had some old fiberglass sheeting left over. Well, actually I got it from work, that provides it's see-through. Don't look like it from here, but you saw from the inside it is. Well, we've got the wood. I've covered the old wood with a load of old engine oil. That should stop it rotting. But what I want to do is to cap this. So I've got some old tin from work which is relatively bendable, if that's a word, and with a little bit of hammering, folding, chisel work, swearing, got a reasonable fit for that profile. Decent. Idea is now to make a piece to run, I don't know, yay big and yay big, and overlap them, and that will fully weatherproof, make things waterproof inside. Let's go back into my own shed. Hey, so we're back in shed again. Whoa, well, been an experiment. Okay, so you saw that little project I had. I kind of had a look at it and thought, how the hell am I going to tackle that? The walls were a concrete slab. So I found a piece of wood, and I took a chunk of wood out of the middle out of it. On the table saw, loads of passes, and then ran up the middle with a. You remember this chisel? Where did I find that chisel? Anyway, that was a rescued chisel. So I rescued that chisel and it came in handy and cleaned that up. A little bit of fettling that, and assuming that was the concrete panel that sat over the top of it all the way along. Of course, you just stood in it. Simple thing is, a little bit of wood on top, cut at the right angle, bit more wood, go on, let's do it that way. Let's make it look semi-professional. I'll tell you what, let's make it look totally amateurish. So I ended up with something like that. Nailed, screwed, wham bam, cut off, bunged in. That's how I got over that little problem. Just showed you how I made that up top of that garage. I did try one of these fancy devices which, yeah, you press down and it gives you the profile of what you want. It's pretty accurate. But I want to make a goodly length of that. I'm going to say 600mm. Two of them, they can overlap. There's no way I'm going to be able to do a 1200mm one. That gets to the title. How did Lady Luck shine on me? Right, do best I can. I've lost my tripod. You're balanced on a thingamajig. The tripod's in there somewhere. This, how do I make that profile in a long enough length? I'll give it some thought. First thing is, look at it in reverse. If I made that channel, if I had a dish in a piece of wood, I could put that in it and I could hammer that into the shape of the dish. That got me thinking, this is not the blade for it, but this is off a circular saw. The circular saw is going that way to cut wood as you view it. If you look at it the other way, then you've got a radius. It goes without saying then that if you pass a piece of wood that way, it will cut a slot. But if you pass a piece of wood that way, across it, it will cut a radius. So you take a block of wood, you run it across that way and you get a radius across there. You raise your blade up, you get a deeper radius. You raise the blade up, you get a bigger radius. Eventually you'll get a radius which is the same dimension as that. But I didn't feel confident at doing that, so I didn't. It's just a thought process. The next thing is, get a tape measure, get a vernier, get a measuring thingamajig, and do some measuring. I didn't do any of that either. You know what I did? I got a jar, stuck a jar over it. That didn't work. I got a tin, stuck that over, and that's getting close. I got a paint tin lid and stuck that over, and that was almost right. I actually had a burring, and if I stuck a burring over, you can see there ain't much difference between that burring and that. So without a burring, I'm thinking, hang on, it's 75mm. Have I got any 75mm steel tube? So if you start routing, you dig your steel tubes out. And there's a bigger one. The Lady Luck shined upon me. Ooh, doing like that. Whoa, shine, burnt me head. I'll show you why. If I can. I've lost my tripod. Do it best I can. Hang on. Well, I tell you what. Jury rig speaking, and I'm going to show you this afterwards. That is perfect. Right. As I said, you know my problem. I need to make that profile. I decided against going the reverse method and going the obverse method. That is, get a piece of steel, bang it round on that piece of steel. That is almost right, not so bad. However, routing them on my piece of steel, and it's what I use for my pig's legs when I make them pig planters or pig burners. Look at that. I want to do that close up so you can see. almost perfection. You'd think I'd have used that in first place. Well, I haven't. That's just lady luck saying the diameter of that roofing profile just happened to be that. I got that. I think that's easy. You get a length of pipe, you pass that round. What I really need is now something flat under there. Rooted about, found a bit of steel. That was too high, out of the way, too low. Found a piece of wood, put that way, too high. Found a piece of channel, stuck that against there, put it on, and what you find is the perfect height. I just left that little bit. I'm thinking like, I need something to go under there. What have I got? So likewise, you get a piece of steel, stick that under there, no good. Get a piece of steel again, too high, too low, no good. So we got that as pretty much as how I want it. I just needed something there, and I tried bits of all sorts. And doing the job, I had loads of wood bits left over, and some were close, but not right. So I picked up this piece of wood, piece of offcut, and look at that. You would have thought I would have made that to measure. I'm trying to make that profile. I want to make a former for it. I've got 3 pieces of scrap stuff, and I could not have asked for a better fit than that. Sometimes something just goes right for you. Right, I'm going to stick that lot together. I'm going to get a big piece of tin like that and stick it over. Going to get a big hammer like that, and I'm going to bash it into shape. And I'm going to make bigger lengths of that. I'm impressed. You might not be, but I am. Sometimes lady luck just shines on you. What was I going to show you? I was going to show you my tripod. Let me turn you around. Like I said, I've misplaced my tripod. It's in the garage somewhere. Anyway, yesterday I got given this power station. It's a battery starter, it's a power outlet, it's several types of lights, and it's an air compressor. But it don't work. But it makes one hell of a mini tripod stand holder. See, thing is, I've managed to sprise the legs in there and sprise the legs in there, and it's like under tension. Well, it works for me. Like anything else. What we'll do at the time will do. Gets you over that hill, do it. Now, I was watching a guy the other night, a guy called Cliff's Shed. I like Cliff, you know. He does engineering. And he had a little problem, and he overcame it. And Cliff is a nice guy. Get over and check his channel out. If you're not really into engineering, maybe not. But engineering is about solving problems and how to overcome them. You know, I mean, this is what I've just done. You won't class. Would you class it as an engineering problem? I don't know. I've had to engineer something to get over it. Right, enough of me in the shed. I'm going in. It's Friday night. I'm going to go and watch a film, have a beer, and I'm going to crow to myself over how lady luck has shined upon me. I'm going to show you again. To take 3 scrap pieces of something and put them together and get a profile that's almost what you want. Somebody must be shining some luck upon me.